So how do you know that is God speaking to you? The first thing is by reading his word, knowing how God speaks. God will not tell you to do something bad or something that is against what he says, or something that would hurt or harm someone. So really, by knowing his character, you only know that by studying his word and getting to know him, daily, right? That's the only way that you can truly know how God speaks. And then he also speaks through dreams, and many times he could show you and give you an idea. Like I was selling something on eBay, and I literally had a dream 2 nights ago. Oh, the thing has been sold, and I checked and it was sold. You just never know. Like, God speaks to some people through dreams, and I've been privileged to experience that a couple of times. And then there's visions, but I've never had a vision, but maybe God speaks to you through visions. So that's another option. Another way God speaks to me is through a still small voice. So you would differentiate this voice by just knowing that it's not a voice that makes you afraid. Like for me, there's sometimes you hear a voice that's like to do something, but it's based on a fear spirit, and that is not this voice. This voice is based on peace, and you will just know because you've spent time with God, and you'll be able to know that, okay, this voice is from God, and it's not your voice. Like, it's not something you would want to do. There's some things that is like, oh, go speak to this person, and you're like, I'm an introvert, I don't like talking to people, but it's literally to encourage them. Or sometimes I'll hear, or go tell this person that their hair looks nice, and it's just like, you're like, oh, what, why? But doing stuff like that is how you build trust. So yeah, that it's not something bad, it's not negative. So yeah, I can tell her that her hair looks nice. I just be brave. um so yeah, that's it. The still small voice, and that's different from yours, and peace, and not rooted in fear. Then there is through other people, like a voice of wisdom. This is very tricky because sometimes it could sound wise, but maybe that's not what God wants you to do. So still check with God whenever you hear sound wisdom from a trusted person that knows Jesus and loves him. um Sometimes you just feel it in your spirit, like an awareness that, and this is what I'm meant to do, and it's a knowing, and it's nobody whispered it to you, nobody said anything to you. Like, sometimes after praying, it's usually like after praying or talking to God about something you're going through, you might feel like, oh, I need to do this and that. So for me, that's happened a couple of times. So after praying, I just feel like a knowing in my spirit that is what I'm meant to do. Another time is it could come in the form of an idea. So just kind of like that knowing, the idea will just come like, maybe I should do this, maybe I should call this person, and that was an idea that you had before, but this usually comes like after praying. So yeah, he speaks differently to everyone. You can't box God. Just be open to hearing from him, and seek to know him for yourself. Don't be like, oh, let my pastor speak to me, or let somebody speak to me. That should not be your primary means of looking for God to speak to you, but seek God for yourself. Sometimes you could speak through movies, books, your kids, music. Sometimes a song will just drop in my heart, and I'll be like, the words and lyrics are the encouragement I need to hear at that moment after I finish praying. What else? Like, literally, he used a donkey to speak to Balaam, so he can literally use anything. There's no limit to what God can do. So you would know how he speaks to you when you spend time with him. So I just hope that this video helps you, and I've linked another video that goes into more detail. So thank you. Bye.